Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to take you down here on the desk and show you these 3D printed, I'm going to call them bushings. I don't really know what else to call those, that I have printed to take out that inset of the tweeter on the Parallax speakers. I'll see if I can overlay a quick video to show you, or a picture, that those drivers were like routed out of the wood, the driver openings, to have a recess for, like, I would call a normal size driver, like a woofer or mid-range or whatever. The tweeter is like super thin, so it goes way inside. So we want to build that back out to get it to be flat with the rest of the baffle. So what we did is we designed these things. And let me switch over to my desktop cam and open SCAD, and I'll show you what I mean. And here we are, guys. I want to show you how simple this is. I'm by no means an in-depth designer at all when it comes to my 3D printing techniques. But I did design these from scratch, and this is the code on the screen. I usually put things in modules, especially when I have multiple differences. But otherwise, I tend to lose track of things. The software seems to get confused, and things don't turn out the way that I want them to turn out. So this is what I did: is I built a module for the center, which the height of 20, the diameter of 75, and I just center is true, so it would put it in the center of the plot here. And then I translated this piece to the Y and made a cube, and that is this section right here. So this cube that's translated down to -38 is basically to cover where the terminals go on these tweeters. And then from module D sub here, I subtracted from the original cylinder, which is basically the outside piece. So this is the inside cylinder, this is the outside cylinder, and this is the function call, or the module call, to this piece right here. So super easy code. Very, very, very easy. Now, my problem I think I'm going to run into is my driver holes are not perfectly round. They look like they were hand routed out. This factory must have did things by hand back in the 70s when they built these. So I may have to do a little sanding on my edges to make things fit perfectly. I want to try to preserve the vinyl veneer. I know this is crazy because it's vinyl veneer, but I really wanted these cabinets with the walnut vinyl veneer to give it that look. So I'm going to try my best to preserve that. And let me flip back to the desktop cam. If you want this code, just leave a comment. I can post it in the description if you want it, but it's really super easy. And it's not going to be probably the same for you. So I'm not going to bother posting it unless somebody really wants it. But let me switch back to the desktop. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you are these tweeters. I really like these tweeters. These are the 1 1/8 inch silk dome tweeter from Parts Express. I've used these in other systems. Really like them. But this is what I'm talking about. These terminal bump outs here, different from the inset of the driver plate, or where the driver plate attaches. So when these come together, see, that creates that that, I'll call it a buffer, that bushing, whatever you want to call it. Also, look down here. I printed some TPU gaskets. You can tell how flexible these are. Let me put this tweeter back. Careful not to harm it. But you can tell, like, look at the flexibility in these. Now, these are really just the same design. I just shrunk them down to not be as tall. So I could put those on my bushing to try to air seal better. And I have one for each side of it. Now, you notice I didn't put any holes in this. I'm just going to manually mark these with a pencil as I line up the... sorry, I'm going to be in your face there for a second. As I line this up, I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark those, and I'm going to just hand drill them out. Otherwise, I've got to come up with the exact points on where these exist, and that's probably more trouble than it's worth for this project. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill those out. You can see where they are on here. So I may have to mess with that a little bit, make sure I got those lined up good. But I'll drill them a little bit bigger than what my holes are here. You know, just to make sure everything fits up fine. I'm going to use just probably some regular pan head screws at the moment, so my screws will not be recessed. We may upgrade that later. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. But anyway, guys, just a quick one on how I made these. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the system here real soon. I don't think I'm even going to video me swapping in the tweeters, but I do think I'll run a test after I swap these tweeters. And I know I said in the beginning I wasn't going to test these things, but doing it with the old sound level meter it's just a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Just updating on what's going on in this project, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next time.